Good morning, students. Now let us understand balance sheet. We have already understood the two documents of final account. One is trading account and another is profit and loss account. Now the most important statement to be prepared to complete your final account preparation, that is balance sheet. So question is, what is balance sheet? Balance sheet is a statement which shows the financial position of the business in terms of capital plus liabilities is equal to asset. Our basic accounting equation we have learned. That accounting equation you can see practically how it proven in the balance sheet. Now all the businessmen, those who are doing business, the bank, the financial institution, the management, the employees, a government for taxation, and all the stakeholders are very much interested in observing the balance sheet of business, of company, or a partnership, or a sole proprietorship. So balance sheet is the most important document which everyone has to prepare and everyone has to make it to prove the financial condition of business is good. So now let us see what the balance sheet is, and for the balance sheet we are going to record in the two particular way. Left side the capital and liability, right side we are going to show all the assets. There are two type of presentation of the balance sheet. One is that is the T form presentation. The T form presentation normally the sole traders are preparing, and the I form presentation, that is the vertical format of balance sheet, is expected as per the Companies Act 2013. So all the companies are supposed to prepare their balance sheet in vertical form, which we are going to learn in class 12 when we do the company's final account. In class 11 we are doing sole proprietorship final account, and in that the T form presentation, that is the right side and the left side presentation of balance sheet. So let us understand now specimen of the balance sheet in detail. Each account which is included in balance sheet in detail, and the word meaning of each account, and why it is recorded on the liability side or on the asset side. Let us understand the same. See, the balance sheet is a statement prepared on a particular day. So always it is written balance sheet of Shri, the name of the trader, as on so and so date. Normally we prepare the balance sheet at the end of the financial year, so that is 31st March of a respective year. Now balance sheet has two sides, that one is the liability side, other is the asset side. On the liability side we record the C plus L, capital plus other liabilities, and on the right side we record assets. So left side is C plus L, right side is asset. So your financial equation, that what we have learned in the accounting equation, C plus L is equal to A, is your balance sheet. So the first, let us understand the liability side. The capital, you have the opening balance of the capital which the owner is holding, plus there is an addition in capital. If during the year, if any capital brought in by owner, then the interest on capital, any interest you are giving to the owner, that to be recorded. And net profit, what the profit business has earned, minus you have drawing, any amount which is withdrawn by owner from the business, plus interest on drawing. As you give interest on capital, opposite to that interest on drawing, we have to take money from the owner for taking money from business. Any loss is there, that also to be considered. So from the total capital, all these negative things to be subtracted, and the final figure of capital to be recorded in outer column. Then you have other general reserve. General reserve means part of profit kept aside. We have learned in our third chapter all the reserves and provision. That is also one of the owner's fund kept aside. So it is considered as on the capital liability side. You have the capital reserve. Capital reserve, any capital profit you have earned, you have transferred it to the fund known as a capital reserve. Other reserves, any particular research you have created specific. You have the workman compensation fund. If towards a worker's liability, if you have compensated certain amount and kept aside, that is to be recorded. Investment fluctuation fund. In a market, everyday price go up and down. So to absorb that fluctuation, you have generated fund is also a fund. You have the another non-current liability. Non-current means which are not current, a long-term liabilities. In that you have bank loan, you have other financial institution loan, you have fixed deposits, you have loan taken from friends and relatives. All are the non-current liability. Like that you have the current liabilities. Current means recent, current means short term. During the year what liability you are supposed to pay. In that you have bank overdraft, you have sundry creditors, you have the bills payable, outstanding expenses, the expense due but not paid are outstanding expenses. You have income received in advance, pre-received income, earlier next year income received in current year. You have workmen profit sharing fund. Towards the worker, towards their efforts, we are giving some portion of profit to them that goes to the workmen profit sharing fund. You have provision for taxation. As you know the tax to be paid. So liability towards the tax payment, certain portion you keep aside. You have the provident fund. Towards the employees, liability, we deduct a certain money from their salary and we transfer it to the provident fund. So that is not your money. It is the public employees' money to be kept aside and to be shown as a liability. So in this manner, the whole list of liability you are writing and you have to do the total of it. Now let us see how many assets you have. You have to have the two legs equal. C plus L is equal to A. So now let us understand the A. In this non-current asset, again non-current means long-term assets. In this category, the first you have the fixed asset. The fixed asset, the very first, that is the goodwill as an intangible asset. Then land, you have the asset, building is an asset, leasehold asset, the asset which you have taken on the basis of lease. Machinery is there, furniture and fitting is there, patents. If the company has established a patent, that patent is registered. Registered patent become your asset. Like that trademark, your own specific mark registered with the government. Your copyright, you have written some work or film you have produced. You have the copyright towards those particular creation done by you. Livestock, the stock which you have in a live, that is in a live form. You may have animals, you may, the business, those who are doing of a cattle rearing and all, they have the livestock, that is cows and buffaloes and goats and etc. Vehicle is your asset. Loose tools, all the tools which are scattered here and there in the business has its own value. Government securities, you have done investment into government securities. Provident fund investment, as you have deducted money from the salary of an employee and generated provident fund, that fund to be invested outside, that is what provident fund investment. Investments in the shares and the debenture or a bond. The business has purchased shares of the company, has invested into the debentures of other company. So all these are the your non-current asset. Now let us see the current asset. During the year, which assets you have? The closing stock, the stock which you come to know on the last day, what stock you are owning, that is your closing stock. It is normally in the case of an adjustment, one of the adjustment. Sundry debtors, the party to whom goods are sold on credit. Cash balance, bank balance, store and spare parts you have. Whatever is the spare parts are owned. income receivable, the bills receivable and the income receivable which you are having, which is due but not received yet. Then next is the loan, that is what given by the business, that is the loan lent. The bills receivable, your debtor, they have accepted the bill and that bill is your asset. Then you have the loan given to the employees. Employees in need of a money, you have given the loan to them. Advance paid for the purchase. You have book an order and advance is paid. Expense is paid in advance. The next month expense you have paid in current month, current year. So that is your asset. Expense is not written off and the loss is the certain expenses which are not written off, you are going to write off in a number of years. That is what deferred revenue expense, like preliminary expense you have, advertisement suspense expense you have, like this. So such deferred revenue expenses, a part which is not write off, that treated as an asset. Because expense have debit balance and with the debit balance assets are also having debit balance. The portion of expense which you transfer, write off, go to the P&L debit side and the remaining portion is to be shown as an asset. So in this way, your total of the C plus L is equal to total of your asset side. This is what the T form presentation of balance sheet. In the same manner, the companies are expected to prepare the format in a I form balance sheet. So the I form balance sheet, that is a vertical format of balance sheet. In the 12th standard, when we learn the company's final account, we are going to study in detail the vertical format of balance sheet. This time simply you have to keep in mind that two forms of balance sheet presentations are there, T form and the I form. Sole proprietor final account normally prepared in the T form presentation, and that what we are going to learn next time onwards. Thank you.